It is time for the biggest party of the summer. That's right, SummerSlam 2024 coming your way this Saturday. You guys know the drill by now. The Flex Zone podcast. Wake up and smell the Flex Zone coffee and breathe in the Flex Zone era as you are now living in the Flex Zone era. Will be live Saturday for SummerSlam, 7 p.m. Don't forget the new start time, 4 p.m. Pacific. And we'll be watching each match, breaking it down, giving you our live reactions, and all the fun stuff in between with the Flex Zone family on these live streams. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you super kick that subscribe button, like up on that like button, backdrop that bell. Let's get to it. Let's keep these previews going with one of the matches I'm really looking forward to, as Women's World Champion Liv Morgan will take on Mami as she returns, as Rhea Ripley will look to regain the title she never lost and had to vacate to injury. It's going to be a fun night on Saturday. And if I can get the music off, we love the Mortal Kombat though. So shout out to Mortal Kombat. If you don't know the song, that is the Mortal Kombat theme. So put you on to some great music also here on the Flex Zone. But Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. We always talk about story is king. We need stories in professional wrestling. I give Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley credit for a great story that they've crafted with Liv pursuing Dominik, Liv flattering the Judgment Day with gifts, the PlayStation 5, the key card with Finn Balor. How does that play out? Mommy's back. We're happy Rhea Ripley is back. But much like with the CM Punk Drew McIntyre feud, which I'm going to break down in the next day or so, so stay tuned for my prediction and thoughts on that video. Where will we be with Rhea Ripley not potentially being injured if Liv Morgan did not recklessly throw that chair a few months back, injuring Rhea Ripley's shoulder? Rhea Ripley would have ran through Liv Morgan in one match, probably at Backlash in France. Then she would have probably had a bunch of meaningless matches, meaningless storylines. And really, what would Rhea Ripley be doing at SummerSlam? We may have to even run this match back because she has no challengers on Raw. Liv, I know she hasn't really wrestled a lot. She's had maybe 2 title defenses max, but her story, her character work, her character development, her embodying the jealous, psycho, possessive, delusional girlfriend. We've all been there. We all can relate, fellas. She's doing that fantastically, destroying the property of the Judgment Day, destroying their items. The story in the this match that sells itself. And I really am excited to see what they do on Saturday night. Now, I do think this will continue because if you have Liv Morgan go in there and lose to Rhea Ripley, the story, the feud, the program, it's over. Where do you go from there? But if you have Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan lock up, Dominik in the corner, what is Dominik going to do? Where does Dominik's loyalty lie? Will Dominik side with Rhea? Will he betray Rhea and side with Liv? I think it makes sense for Liv Morgan to win here, whether by intentional Dominik Mysterio turning on Rhea Ripley and aligning with Liv Morgan for real, or inadvertently trying to help Rhea Ripley, but inadvertently being goofy and being the dumb, immature Dominik who needs guidance, who, when Rhea probably tells him, don't get involved, I got this, he gets involved and only makes matters worse and ends up costing her her chance at winning back her title. I could see this being stretched out to a Bad Blood. You think about some of the feuds that were going to get a Bad Blood, probably Hell in a Cell with CM Punk or Drew McIntyre, maybe Roman and Solo Sikoa, Cody and Randy. There are going to be a lot of marquee matches heading into Bad Blood, maybe Damian Priest, Finn Balor. A lot of stories that they can develop, and another one being Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. You give Liv Morgan the win at SummerSlam, solidify her championship reign, thus setting up a potential rematch with the story continuing, heading into Bad Blood. So we'll have the rest of August, Bash at Berlin. We don't know what Liv Morgan's doing. She may not even wrestle on that show. She'll probably wrestle on a Raw maybe one more time. Then we get into September. No pay-per-view. We can build up the story. Then they can reconvene in the in the moments and weeks heading into Bad Blood. Now, they could have a Hell in a Cell match. I know My good brother Leo, kicking it with Leo, has mentioned that he wants to see Liv and Rhea in a Hell in a Cell. And I could see that. It would warrant the feud, it would warrant the story. But let's be real. When was the last time in WWE? Let's think outside the box. Let's do something different. It's bad blood. We don't have to do everything as a Hell in a Cell. We can blow off these feuds in other stipulation matches. When was the last time that WWE had an ambulance match? When was the last time WWE had an ambulance match between two women embroiled in a blood feud? I think they've never had that. Think about Bad Blood possibly kicking off with Liv Morgan, putting her world championship on the line against Rhea Ripley in an ambulance match where you have to incapacitate your opponent to the point where they are placed in an ambulance and it is driven off. Those doors close and you are declared the winner once it happens. I love that idea. Or you could do a last woman standing match. I don't think we've seen many of those in the women's division. That would really help blow off the feud. We could do no holds barred. We could do no disqualification. We could do extreme rules. We could do a Atlanta street fight because they'll be in Atlanta. Let me know. Sound off in the comments what type of match you would like to see this feud blown off in. Like I said, if they want to give us a Hell in a Cell, I won't complain. But I'm leaning towards an ambulance match, last woman standing match, no holds barred, no disqualification, maybe a Atlanta street fight type of vibe for these two women. Then inevitably, where Dom realigns with Rhea, if he does turn on Liv, or if he makes a mistake at SummerSlam, he atones for his sins, gets back in the good graces of Mami. Rhea is a babyface. Rhea is cheered. Rhea is loved. Rhea is Mami. Mami's always on top. And Mami will win back her title at Bad Blood. Then we can get rolling again with her heading into WrestleMania 41. What does she do? Who does she defend against? We can talk about that a little later. But I'm going with Liv Morgan to retain her Women's World Championship. What say you? Sound off in the comment section. Make sure you super click that subscribe button, log up on that like button, back up that bell, and let me know your thoughts on SummerSlam and all of the matches. What do you think about Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley? Who do you have winning? And don't forget to join us Saturday, 7 p.m., 4 p.m. Pacific, as we'll be live for WWE SummerSlam right here on the Flex Zone Podcast, the only place giving you your sports and wrestling content how you want it, when you need it. Again, I'm going with Liv Morgan to retain her women's championship by hook or by crook with the assistance or unwilling assistance of one Dominik Mysterio, thus setting up a stipulation match at Bad Blood where Rhea Ripley will then win back her women's world championship. Let me know your thoughts, guys. I'll see you guys Saturday for SummerSlam. Super kick that subscribe button, like a bomb that like button, backdrop that bell. I'll see you in the next video.